Okay. So this is a really exciting plant, and I'm going to pass it around. I had to really take a close look at it because they're with every tree you don't want to misidentify it, because even that other coniferous tree over there, it is either a fir or spruce, although I think it's a spruce based on its bark. But I don't know if that's indigenous, because ours don't grow tall like that. And I've been studying the similar relatives from around the world that are very consistently close to our plants here. And so those are fir, and there are fir and spruce that grow straight up, but ours will always grow kind of like wiry here and there. They got their own thing going on. They're sovereign, and they do what they want, and that they should. So this one is a yew tree, not like you, or not like a female sheep ewe, but a yew, Y-E-W. And this plant is a very amazing plant. It has medicinal qualities, but you can't use it very much of it because it could be very toxic. So we never use more than this much of this, with maybe 3 or 4 quarts of water that we would boil for about 3 or 4 hours, and maybe we'd do that 3 times in a week. We'd boil it, bring it to a boil, bring it down, simmer it for 3 hours, turn it off. Start again the next day, bring it to boil, simmer it with a lid on all the time, and keep it turned down. And on the second or third time, you're going to get a really strong brew. And then you're only ever going to sip like little shot glasses or quarter cups of that, because it's really powerful. And you're only going to do this if you have extremely hardcore cancer. So this medicine is, the medicine in it is called Taxol. So it also produces red berries, which we'll see sometime this fall. And how I knew for sure that it wasn't a fir was based on the trunk. So you can see how the lines, it's almost papery, almost like cedar. And if you put your hand on there, you're going to feel how tough it is. It's really, if you knock on it a bit, you'll see how hard the surface is. You can all go up and talk to you. You can all talk to you. Sounds so funny. You can play with the little boughs here. And so it was discovered probably about 20 years or so ago that one of the most effective treatments for cancer, uterine cancer, is and ovarian cancer, is Taxol. This plant is filled with it. Some herbalists and ethnobotanists will tell you to never use it, but I have used it over the years only in the most tiny quantities. When people say that's a powerful medicine, don't use much of it, they mean it. Listen to people. They know what they're doing. I've had so many people go, well, I don't think so, and then they're barfing and feeling really sick, and I'm like, I mean, you had to know. So I don't really do I told you so, but I'm like, well, you had to know, didn't you? You just didn't want to listen, so now you know. I'm sorry you know that way. So now if you look up at the branches, what you'll see, how the branches split off into Y. And so it's around there that a carver would want to come along and cut the branch and then cut just above that Y. And the reason they do that is it becomes a really good tool for carving. The handle will become invaluable. It could last centuries, because the more that it dries, the harder it gets, and we call it ironwood. So the interesting thing is the first plant we looked at, the ocean spray, is also nicknamed ironwood because it gets tougher every year. It doesn't become brittle. So, but these make beautiful tools, and carvers always love them. Like, they ask a ton of questions about, is there yew over there? Can I come and harvest? And you don't see a lot of it around, even in our deep forests, because when forestry people were going out, they had no value for this tree whatsoever. They just thought, you can't do anything with it, it's garbage. And so they would just either destroy it or they'd ignore it. So only the ones that got super ignored are the ones that got big, because they take forever. I've had one in our community garden in the back for about 8 years, and it's almost coming up to halfway up my thigh. So it was up to my halfway up to my knee 8 years ago, and it's almost up to the middle of my thigh. So and it's just spreading out, and it's going to eventually get this big, but not in my lifetime. So, but yeah, and that's why hugging a tree like this, it's a total grandmother tree. It's total matriarch. Like, I don't know if people do this, but if you're ever having a hard day, you can just go up to trees and hold them and just like tell them your secrets that you can't tell anybody. Tell them, what's hurting you. Because trees will never judge you. They just won't. They don't even judge those goddamn evil loggers that cut them down. So they're not going to judge you. And that's something that I've always told, especially young people. You're having a hard time, go to a tree. Tell them what's going on, because they're your grandmothers. They've been here holding the ground. And even if you're not Indigenous to here, you can do that. It's free for everybody. And I did that. I've done that with kids for years, and one kid told me, I'm so glad we did that, because my tree told me it was so lonely. It was really sad. And then I came along, started hugging it every day. It's been happier. And I'm like, oh, kids. So, I brought little kids to the forest. They run up and go, hi, grandmother. They have no issues, no, concern. They're not, worried about what anybody will think of them. So I encourage you all to let that inner child of yours hug a tree when you feel it and it's calling to you. Just go to it. I do that all the time. I'll be talking with someone. I'll be just a second, run over and hug a tree. Okay, I'm good now. Let's keep going. So anyway, I think that I'd like to make a circle and have everybody, we can do it out there if you want, but I'd like to make a circle and have everybody share their name and where they're from, and maybe tell me what they learned that was important to them.